on?
I think so, yeah.
It's just for you, right?
Correct.
59 years old,
60 now.
60. Happy belated.
Yeah.
Zip code 44883.
Correct.
Okay. Healthy. Currently on a Blue Cross Blue Shield plan that you've been grandfathered in for a while.
Yeah, medical mutual.
Medical mutual, gotcha. Paying $800 a month?
864 something right now. And some odd change.
So that medical mutual plan is through the marketplace, correct?
It's not. So prior to the marketplace,
That's what you had.
is when I got in it, and they grandfathered me in. So I don't do the marketplace. I just pay the premium.
Gotcha. And has it gone up recently?
It literally goes up. So I started it when my husband retired. So I did my own insurance 12 years ago, and it was $334.
Yeah. Reasonable.
So every year it goes up like $100.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're not using it much because otherwise it probably would have went up a lot more.
Yeah, I don't use it much.
Yeah. All right. What?
And I have that HSA account.
Okay, that's good. That's real good. Well, let's look at this here. The goal, I assume, is to see if we can save you some money without sacrificing coverage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You have doctors that you want to make sure accept whatever plan we look at?
Correct.
What's your doctor's name?
Brett Mike.
Brett, B-R-E-T-T?
Yep.
Mike.
M-I-G-H-T.
Right, yep. I was going to say like Mighty Mouse. Okay, Brett Mike. Dr. Brett Mike. Look that up.
Mike with a T.
Yeah, Mike. Dr. Brett Mike.
Correct.
Got it. All right, easy enough. All right, I'm thinking a couple things. There's a new plan recently that just came out, a company called Granular Insurance Company. They're owned by Alphabet, which is the company that owns Google, right? So they're backed by very deep pockets. In fact, they were the fastest growing health insurance company in the nation last year by 6,000% they grew. So, you know, all these big companies now are getting into healthcare, right? Amazon and
Yeah.
so this plan also uses the Blue Cross Blue Shield PPO network nationwide, right? So anywhere in the country that accepts Blue Cross Blue Shield, you can go there. They've got a couple different levels. They do have an HSA plan. Do you want to have something that you can maintain your HSA with and keep depositing money in there?
I kind of think so. I mean, so my accountant told me that I could do that until I'm 65.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Brian, give me a number on the HSA plan with the Blue Cross Network. Let's start there because that's what I call the Rolls Royce of health insurance for the individual market. You can't do better in terms of a plan like that. Now the HSA, he's going to look at it. There's other plans that have co-pays to doctors and all that stuff. I don't know if the HSA does, but okay, $695 a month for the HSA. That's a $5,000 deductible. Has the HSA account. I think the rates stay flat until you're 65, right, Brian? The age bracket is the same from 60 to 65, so you wouldn't have a rate increase for 5 years because you'll age into Medicare then, right?
Right. And then they said I have to close that HSA.
They don't have that for the Blue Cross. Is that what you're saying? They do. What's the Blue Cross? $695. Yeah, $695. Okay, look up Dr. Brett Mike in the Blue Cross network, and maybe the closest hospital to 44883. Do you have a hospital that?
It's Tiff and Mercy is our closest hospital.
Tiff and Mercy.
Tiffin, T-I-F-F-I-N. Well, it's probably Mercy Hospital in Tiffin, maybe, or something like that.
Tiffin Mercy Hospital near the zip code. So what do you do? What do you do, Ann?
I'm a realtor. I sell houses.
Yeah, I've got a couple realtors and got a big realtor office that I work with in South Florida, and I was talking to a couple of them guys recently about the new rule on your guys' commissions. He explained it in depth to me, I think, and I didn't follow, but it sounds like you know there's going to be a lot of realtors on the lower end of the spectrum that are going to have a hard time.
I think so. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to worry about it.
Oh, good for you. God bless you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this business too. I mean, you know, with AI and the digital marketing, I mean, you know the drill, right? So a lot of the old school agents that just have the ability to just demon dial all day,
Right.
you know, they unless you really have a, you know, unless you've got a, you got to be like the pursuit of happiness guy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Otherwise, you're dead. You know, so a lot of the agents they're having a hard time implementing those, you know, sales systems and all that stuff. What do you got? 486 West Harris Street. Is that him? Yep. Yeah, that's him. He's in the network. Okay. Well, she's not a new patient, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Check the Tiffin Mercy Hospital. So this would be the best plan, right? There's other plans you can get now. You know, the healthcare market's been a mess for a long time, right? Since Obamacare pretty much became the law of the land. You know, so it was either Obamacare. Very few people stayed in their grandfathered plan, right? You did, which is good, but very few did. So it was either Obamacare, or if you go outside the marketplace, limited med plans is really the best you can do. Now, the limited med plans, you might save a little bit more money, right, than the $700 we're talking about now with this plan. But it's going to have limits to it, right? And those limits would be like $1 million calendar year coverage, you know, 20 doctor visits a year, which might be more than enough, right? But there's gaps in the coverage, right? Like emergency room and you know, you get your benefits up front, and anything over and above is your responsibility. So you really have to learn how to play the healthcare market. You know, versus you get a plan like this where you know what's covered, you go in, you pay what's due, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it. As long as you're in network, which the Blue Cross network, you know, I think there's like over 90% of the providers in the country take it. You're cool. You know, you just pay what's worth.
Yeah.
So what do you got on that hospital, Brian?